I don't know what episode this is, but now this is George Meets World number whatever, but I'm still happy to do it. Our first ever comedian guest, Danial Mekhail.
Hey guys, how are we? How are you, Georgie?
I am fantastic. I'm not depressed.
Oh,
no,
wow,
I was depressed.
That's
I was
big
depressed
day.
for 2 days over his personal shit.
Oh, can I ask about it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, too personal.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm asking you some of the stuff, maybe.
I don't know.
So first off, who are you now?
Well, I'm Daniel. I'm 22. I'm a local Edmonton comedian.
Okay.
I just recently have been able to call myself a comedian, which is a pretty big move for me.
Yeah, you should be proud of that. I'm finally able to call myself a comedian, even though when I first started, I put comedian in my bio.
Yeah.
And someone told me you should take it off. We'll tell you when you're ready. Yeah, another comedian said that.
I'd love to know who did that.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Harshawn.
Definitely not Harshawn.
Okay, no.
Harshawn's a good guy. I rarely talk to him though. He's still fun.
He's a great guy, man.
Yeah. Now, what got you into comedy? That's my first thing. When I first saw you, or before I even met you, what got you into comedy?
I, like many other great men before me, have started comedy because a girl broke my heart. You know,
A girl broke your heart.
but naturally, and it's a common story, man. You get your heart broken. You're like, I've been wanting to do this for a while. The seed was planted when I was a kid, and I'm gonna sound egotistical when I say this.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember watching Russell Peters specials as a kid, and immediately going, I could do that.
You could, or
yeah,
couldn't?
I could. I was like, I'm better than him.
He's so good.
Yeah, I know.
You got to put yourself lower on the bar for that.
I know. I'm fully aware of how much better he is than I am, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that was the first seed, and then you think of doing it here and there, and then that I don't give a fuck moment comes, and you get up there.
Yeah.
Bomb for 6 months.
Oh yeah, that was for me when I first started, it was like I was good for a week or two, and then now I started to see like, okay, some of my material doesn't work and some of it does. And then now in year 3, I have so much material now. There's some stuff that I haven't said in so long. I have to like go over my recordings and see what stuff hit and what didn't, and what to say and what not to say. I got to rewrite all of it, I think.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Just write it down.
I don't know. I'm a psychopath that talks about beheading people all the time. So,
oh god,
my bombing streak was pretty long.
Yeah.
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, that this past Tuesday, even though it was a light show, I was like,
I ruined that show.
I didn't think you ruined it. I think you were just nervous a little bit. You were able to get some laughs out of the crowd, especially in front of that family.
They were reluctant, but it wasn't the worst possible option.
It was so funny because Trish, when I was about to go up, she texted me and I didn't read my phone, and then she pulled me to the side. It's like, there are older women here. Try using your charm. I'm like, now that's going to make me
Trish
nervous.
Is permanently baiting you into something all the time.
I know. And then that's when I read that fortune cookie thing that says you use your charm and humor kind of thing. And I was like, nice.
How are you with the ladies? I always ask myself this about people. When I meet like a guy, I wonder what his version of like Riz is. You know what I mean?
I don't think I have Riz. I'm just myself.
But like what your version of like charming the ladies is.
Honestly, I just try and hold a conversation and try making them laugh a little bit here and there. That's mainly it.
Yeah, but you don't have like any moves?
No, I really don't.
Wow.
I lived a sheltered life.
Oh, no, I figured since you've been getting it on as of late.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Okay, yeah.
What was your first show that you ever went on? Like that, your first show? No, like when you first started. What's your very first? Oh, Grindstone, on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
How was that?
I sat in the back the whole time. I was like number 20th.
Oh, that sucks.
I had no idea.
That's like midnight or 1 in the morning.
I watched every comic who was way better than me do not good at the Grindstone. Obviously,
I think they do it for stage time, trying to polish their material.
Yeah,
I've only did good one time at the Grindstone. Yeah. And I haven't been there since I think the comedy competition last year where I was supposed to win the audience vote and then I got fucked over and I'm like,
Oh my God! Wait, are you telling me a comedy competition is rigged?
I think so.
What a gigantic surprise!
Because I think a certain individual that may own that place was judging.
Right, just say his name now.
Joseph.
You can't just say his occupation. Where
the owner Joseph was judging, and I don't know. I forget what he said, to be honest, but I don't think it was even helpful. There was one judge that was just smashed, like he was drunk, and he said like the
competition.
Yeah, I forget what joke he said. Like he gave me advice on, or said that one joke that you said. I think it was the Transformers one, the Megatrans Optimus Pride one. Yeah, that one. He said, "I love that one." Yeah. Like there was no audience in there. There was probably like 2 or 3 people, and then the rest were comics, and the comics were just laughing their ass off because I'm just bombing hard.
Yeah, we're vultures, man.
Yeah,
we
really
circle
bad.
around and cackle at people.
Yeah,
only at pain.
Yeah, and then. So after the Grindstone, you was like, okay, I'll do a little bit other shows.
No, yeah, you didn't let me finish my story. So I did the Grindstone, watched comics better than I may ever be go up there and bomb, and I actually said to myself, I could do better than those guys. Well,
you have that mentality. It's like I can be better than these guys.
These comics suck.
Yeah.
And I got up there,
guys,
and I did what is the worst bit ever created. The punchline is I shit myself rapping about a girl. I got nothing. I was like, damn, comedy's hard. And for me, I don't know why it is, but I gravitate towards shit I just suck at.
Yeah.
And I was really bad, and I'm still working on it, and so I just kind of become a medium obsession of mine.
Yeah,
I know if I love something enough, I'll make time for it no matter what, and I have it. It's been a very good journey.
Yeah, I'm trying to make more time for it too, because so far I've been coming here just to the moon itself for a while, because I just can't keep driving to the city all the friggin' time.
I've been missing you at the open mics, man.
Yeah. I think the one open mic that I tried getting on was at Mackie, and I love that room. I think that's the first time I ever saw you was at Mackie, when you looked like you were a dealership associate for BMWs.
I just had my hair slicked back, man.
Yeah, you were like clean cut with your polo shirt on, and I'm like,
I know.
Who's this guy? Is he ready to sell some Cuban links?
I know, and that's the thing, man. You can't. I'm never gonna be. It's just what I look like. I look like I'm gonna sell you a Beamer, and I look like I'm lying. I look like I'm gonna lie about the Beamer for sure too. Like it's just how it is. And I
barely fit in that Beamer that you had.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even move the seat in that Beamer, but I do love BMWs, man. Yeah. I think it's just a genetic pull. It's like you with your trucks, bro.
Oh, I love the trucks.
You've been predisposed to drive them, man.
Pardon?
You've been genetically predisposed to like the trucks, even though they're just like the worst option on earth.
Yeah, as you already know, when I roll up to a show, my truck's there. You can hear it.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, "Oh, George is here."
Yeah.
Even when I was coming here before I got my other truck, I would announce my presence. That's what I called it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Wow, don't worry, I heard.
It was awesome.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classy is what I'd say.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. The first time I ever saw you at Mackie, I think that's what it was. It was at Mackie, and then you kept going on other shows.
Oh, can we talk about that, bro? Just so you guys at home know, my Beamer was a manual. It's a manual, right?
And I know how to drive those.
No. And Jorje comes up to me, and then he goes, I bet you I could drive that manual better than you ever could, brother.
That's how cocky I am.
And then he didn't tell me he's only driven automatics.
What?
Your daily is an automatic.
Yeah, because I had to get rid of my other piece of shit Kia.
Was it a manual Kia?
It was a manual Kia.
That's a completely different world, man. You can't go from driving a manual Kia to a Beamer. It's a complete. You can't. Also, the audacity to come up to
I've driven manual Challengers before.
Beamers are a different world, man.
How different?
They're just. It's a kind of a dogfight at the clutch. Like it's not. You got to work on it. Like your Challengers and your Kias, they're like sort of just daily drive. Like they're kind of built just for a guy driving in
commuter.
town.
Oh,
yeah.
so you at least have to shift at a higher RPM kind of thing.
Not just that, the clutch is harder and it's at a weird position.
I would have to drive it to know,
Well, it's
but
scrapped
now it's
now.
gone. You upgraded.
Don't call it an upgrade, bro. I fucking hate this Audi with my whole heart, bro.
You hate the Audi?
Yeah, it's just comfortable and does everything for me.
You want something that's more junky?
I exist on pain alone, man, and this car, is just permanently taking care of me. I've gotten worse at driving because it's not trying to kill me.
Really?
The Beamer, like it was. I felt like I was driving like a.
You were more careful kind of thing, maybe?
No, but just it felt like I was driving like a downed fighter jet. Like it was like I was permanently like just in the middle of something crazy.
Yeah.
And there was just noises and vibrations and like being engaged with the transmission. And then the Audi just is quiet and drives on like it. I'm paying less attention in the Audi.
I think with newer cars now, because what year's your Audi? Like
It's not new at all. It's an 04.
It's an 04?
It's a
Okay,
nice
so
one.
it doesn't have like all those bells and
It
whistles
doesn't have
that it
any
has
of that.
now.
Any like the driver
My
supports.
problem with new cars now, obviously they're super expensive and I'll never buy those. It's just there's more distractions. Why do you need to have a friggin' iPad Pro touchscreen on your your vehicle?
I installed the screen in my car. That's a nice thing.
That's your personal thing.
You get maps.
If you crash, you crash. It's your fault.
Well, you can't play videos on it. It just has maps and music.
Yeah, that's Apple or Android Auto.
Yeah, you can't just start running Netflix on there. You know
I saw a guy one day that he was watching The Office while driving. Like he had his touchscreen on, and he was literally watching The Office. I have a video of it. I'll have to find it. It was last summer, and I think I posted it on my story. It's like, who the hell watches Netflix while they're driving? When I was going to Grand Prairie to visit my dad or do a show,
I do that sometimes. I'm gonna be honest.
I listened to Shrek, all 4 of them.
Oh,
on the way there. I listened to all the Shreks, and then I listened to some podcasts, and then my music, and
wow,
yeah.
No, what I do is I've just been watching I don't know why, but on my like YouTube home feed, I'm just getting like 5-hour Family Guy videos, and it's just like a bunch of episodes in a row, and I'll just fucking play it.
Oh,
just
Family Guy's a good show too.
Yeah, I don't even know if I like it. It's just playing.
Yeah,
I don't ever anything I'm playing is just so I can play background noise, so I don't have to listen to my own thoughts just for a little while.
Yeah,
it's my brain is a hellscape. How's your brain? Is your brain a hellscape?
I have no idea. I just either think about stuff or I don't know stuff or
yeah,
I just like blank everywhere.
Yeah, so you're either thinking or you're not.
Pretty much. That's how I am with driving sometimes, which I got to be.
Those are the two options.
I got to be thinking all the time.
Bro, I don't know how you drive that tank around, man. It just can't be nice.
It is nice.
It's just so big, bro.
You just got to learn how to like drive it. You got to adapt to it.
I know, but for what reason?
You see my Chevy,
bro?
it's much smaller than
the Tundra.
Yeah,
the Tundra is just too big, bro. Like it's just.
But there's a lot of room for comfortability and stuff, and it has the power. Where I think I shouldn't have that truck because it's way too nice. Because the way I look, I should be driving like an older 60s or 80s truck.
Yeah,
that suits me.
Impossible to have.
But now that I have that Chevy that you've seen, it suits me. It's rugged, rusty, and loud. Yeah,
yeah, that was very much.
I still have it. I'm gonna fix it.
Oh,
You'll
nice.
see it this summer.
No, I had to get rid of my bro. That Beamer was my wife, man.
You love that thing?
Fuck it. It was just so perfect for me. It was just small and retarded, bro. It was.
I barely fit in that thing in the passenger.
Well, that's just because I sit very close to the wheel, actually, personally.
No, I sat in the passenger side.
Yeah, well, you are like 6.
I'm 6'2.5".
You can actually fit in pretty comfortably. I remember. Like
it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
Like I had a 2002 Pontiac Grand Prix that had a factory supercharger on it. One of the best cars I had, even though it had electrical problems. It was fast for its age.
I know, but man, speed doesn't matter.
I know,
bro.
You
my
want
Beamer,
comfortability and stuff.
Not just that, bro. My Beamer had maybe on a good day 170 horsepower, like 25 years ago. You know what I mean?
My Grand Prix had it's 240 horsepower and then almost 300 pound-feet of torque. It's just because of that
Yeah, the supercharger. You don't
Yeah.
need that shit, man. You need no horse, bro. I got to drive that car as hard as I wanted.
You think I should have less horsepower?
Honestly,
I need to be able to overtake slow people in the left lane.
They're going slowly. Bro, a Prius can overtake on the highway. You don't need
I hate Priuses.
Get a Toyota Corolla, man.
My grandparents have one. I don't really comfortably fit in it. What I need is headroom and legroom. My Kia, it had headroom but no legroom. My knees were touching the dash.
I think what you need. I think you need a BMW, man. You fit pretty decently.
They're expensive to fix.
The new ones, get an old one, bro.
I wouldn't mind an older BMW.
Yeah,
I'd probably get the Need for Speed like M3.
Yeah, it's a 40,000. That's what I had, but the lower trim. That's a 40,000.
You had a poor man's M3.
Yeah, I had the M3 spec 325, which is, bro. Yeah, you can't afford it. It's $40,000 on a good day.
If it's nice.
No, like that's just the price. The nice ones go up to like 60, man.
Yeah. Fuck, now we got to shift away from cars now. This is going to become a car podcast.
Oh, yeah, I have a tendency to do that.
But, back to comedy and you starting. You just, you never thought of giving up or anything? Let me rephrase. Were there any moments where you went through a slump, like a week or two, probably even a month of, you're bombing your dick off really bad?
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah.
I didn't, honestly, man, quitting... I have never wanted to quit because I'm doing bad right now.
Yeah.
The only times I think of quitting is when because just like everyone else, I want to be good.
Yeah.
And I'm not right now. That's just I'm only.
You're getting there, yeah.
I'm only a year in, and I know my style doesn't tend nicely to a newbie. Like I'm a psychopath who talks about beheading and murdering.
Yeah.
It's obviously not like something that's gonna come easily. If I did simple jokes, I think it would come faster. But this is just the style I had. This is my personality. I'm an insane human being.
Yeah, my personality is I'm just me, and I'm really Albertan.
Yeah,
that loves obviously trucks, which is an Albertan stereotype. Yeah. I've worked the oil rigs.
Scared of the gays.
Yes. No. No, I have a friend.
Yes, finally someone gets me, man.
No.
Finally, bro. I got you, Jorje. We hate gay people over here.
That's bad when it's video.
Listen, I was just kind of playing the field on this one. I love the gays.
I don't honestly mind them kind of thing. It's just sometimes it's too much.
Please elaborate, player.
No, it's just I don't want to get in trouble kind of thing.
You won't get in trouble.
The shit I say.
Say it.
But it's just, I'll be friends with them. It's just, I don't want them saying respect my pronouns kind of thing. I will, but it's just if it's all the time, I don't even know where I'm going with this. It's just, I don't want them to keep shoving that information down my throat, trying to change the way I think of them. Certain gays, they're fine. But the other ones that are hey, your baby is not a boy. It's a check in the next 10 years.
That's not even a gay thing. That's just all groups of
mental
people.
Illness.
No, that's just. But besides their point of view, I think all groups of people, you could say, yeah, I like him, but they're doing too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just
sometimes they do too much, and it's it changes my view on them. Yeah. When they do way too much, it's okay, you're overdoing it kind of thing. That's a better way of saying it.
When they overdo it to someone like that, though, there's a normal LGBTQ person.
There's a normal gay, and then there's one that overdoes it.
Yeah, and we should be the guys who decide what that is.
That's a bad idea.
Just me and you, Jorje.
That is
we'll
really bad idea.
Shitty ass cars and be like, nah, you're out. You don't make the cut. You're not gay anymore.
Right? Oh my god. You so?
Wait, back to my.
Back to you now, because we should stay on topic instead of talking.
Jorje, this is me interviewing you, pod. Remember
my god,
you gotta be ready for my questions. I'll answer your question. I have my own locked in.
Oh my.
The only times I've ever thought of quitting is when I've almost lost hope in my potential.
Oh, okay.
As a comic. Rarely, I'm too big picture to think of I'm doing bad right now. I bombed for I think 3 months. I went to every show, didn't do good a single time.
Yeah,
and I'm still recovering from people's opinion of me today. But that's a separate.
I honestly don't care if you bomb your dick off. I know you'll do better. If you bomb your dick off for like 2 weeks and then you have like just a little roller coaster, you do like a week that's really good, and then the next week you do a couple shows that you bomb your dick off, and then the next shows
bombing my dick off, bro, is a crazy term, man.
Everyone says it, I swear. But when you're bombing really bad for like 2 shows, and then the rest for like another week and a half, you're doing really good, you're doing medium, and then you're in a little slump for a few shows, then it's just a roller coaster.
Hey, Georgie, can I ask you a question?
Sure, and I'm scared.
No, that's just my general energy that's scaring you. I'm not. You shouldn't.
You have more podcast experience with your podcast, the Windmill podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I should plug that. The Windmill podcast. It's my pod. I'm so hilarious on there. Never is it boring ever, I promise.
I saw a clip. This guy went on the freaking pirate ship, and then didn't you get banned from the mall for a little bit?
24-hour ban from when, which is literally like a see you tomorrow kind of ban, bro. I had genuinely, even the security guards didn't have any respect for themselves.
Yeah.
Bro, the security guard on the way out was just hating on the Jews. It was so weird, man. But people hear you're a comic and then they go, "Oh man, I have to be funny to this guy," and you're like, "Please stop." Oh my god, you're not being funny. I had to be like, "Oh my god, that's so funny, bro."
I feel like you should not try and get banned from the mall because the comic strip's there, and obviously there's the Tuesdays.
Yeah, but you just go.
You can always go. Yeah, you go through the comics.
How are they gonna track you? You know what I mean?
Right,
bro. They wrote down our names on a literal pen and pad. They're not gonna keep track of this shit.
Yeah, they're gonna look for a big man with glasses and another man with curly hair. Yet there's people that look like you with curly hair.
Yeah, there's a billion
that may look like you. It's like, hey, you're not allowed in the mall.
No, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
but
if it's like a 24-hour ban, it's like, and it's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you at when it opens.
How do you deal with depression, man?
With depression?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have no idea.
You have no idea.
No, some days I'm just sad. I don't want to talk, and the next day I think it's just my folic acid that's low. Because it does cause irritability and grouchiness. Because that's what I read on AI Google.
Brother, you gotta stop. You can't be AI Googling health problems now.
Well, when I search something, it says Google AI, and then it says
Did you take a test that says you have low folic acid?
Yeah, I had blood work done.
And did you take the folic acid?
I just had to eat more vegetables and fruits.
Did you eat the more vegetables and fruits?
I had ribs last night with salad.
The ribs are a good option for vegetables and fruit. You're right. You had salad? There you go. No, but listen, man, it's not ruining your vibe. I can't imagine not enough folic acid. And depression's a real thing, you know?
Yeah,
there's
for sure.
There's being down and then there's being depressed. Those are
I
two
think it's just
things,
me
man.
being down. I just like saying depressed.
Yeah.
Because that gives me more attention.
Bro, Georgie, you and I are more similar than you think.
Oh God, and it's scary.
Bro, you know. So Anthony asked me which way do you want to die, and I said cancer so I can milk it socially. Just so I can still be like, oh, my cancer is so bad.
Oh my God.
Just so I can just do that, bro. Anyone who wants to die fast and in their sleep, bro, you're so dumb. You could have gone so much shit before you died if you had cancer.
Oh yeah.
The fucking seating anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You get to park wherever you like. Everyone feels bad for you and they serve on you hand and foot. It's awesome, man.
Oh,
Cancer's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was at the bank the other day, and this man, he was like, he's a virgin for life kind of looking person.
Hey.
You do it for religious reasons.
That's facts, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
This
awesome.
guy, I can tell, he's wearing sweatpants and really terrible shoes. He has an Uncle Ben kind of trench coat kind of shit. And wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt. Yeah. He kind of had like what your hair looks like, but not curly. But his was like, fuck,
just fluff.
Greasy.
Oh, yeah.
So greasy. And he was like, all we have to do is get this piece of paper stamped. Why is it taking so long? Well, there's just 2 tellers. And he's like, holy shit. Oh, the nuts ladies are
ladies are in. How are you, ladies? Yeah. Me and Georgie, we're currently deciding. We're deciding. Yeah. The guy in the bank.
Yeah, the guy at the bank. He was just like, he's a virgin for life kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he stunk so bad.
Hey, bro, that's just me on a bad day. Oh, just so you ladies know, we decided that we are the council on the good gays and the bad gays. And Jorje, you want? We'll talk.
Yeah, you answer this.
No, we
don't
should,
even have a list.
We should actually make a list while we're here.
No,
me and Jorje have a list of our bad gays.
I am not
already.
making a bad gay, good gay list.
Yeah. Yeah,
we don't have a list.
We have a list.
No, we don't.
we have a list. Jorje, who's your favorite gay person all time?
RuPaul.
That's just the only one you know, man. Granted.
Oh, Sophie.
Just like yes. Finally,
she's an awesome gay person, though.
Told you we had a list. Yeah. Told you we had a list, man.
Gil.
Yeah, Gil's gay.
Yeah,
now
he's funny.
Gil's good. Haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, what's his drag?
Lady Tenderflake.
Lady Tenderflake.
Yeah, Sweet Princess is what I call her.
The first time I saw him in drag was at Yuck Yucks, and a comedian named Bryce.
Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall. He can be funny, but sometimes it's hard to understand him.
He's severely disabled, and
every time I see him, he's wearing the same clothes.
He's severely autistic, man. You didn't realize?
I thought there was just something severely wrong with him.
Though I wouldn't say there's wrong with him, but he is severely. I
figured he had something.
He's really good with computers, that guy, which I guess kind of fits the profile.
But even in the summertime when it's 35 degrees out, he's wearing winter boots. I'm like, how do you do this?
Man, I relate to Bryce so much all the time.
All day at work.
Yeah.
And my coworkers asked, like, how does your feet not get sore? I'm like, I broke them in.
You broke them in? Bro, the cowboy boots are the only good thing from country culture, man.
Yeah. I can't.
Do you agree with me? That means everything else sucks. You just agreed with me. I have that on tape. I have that on tape that everything from the country...
Honestly, I was thinking at first was the pointy ones and not the square toe. Yeah. But the square toe looks so much better than the pointy ones. When people have cowboy boots where the end of it is like going like this.
Oh yeah, why is it always a Hispanic
walk
guy
with it? Because they're like walking like this or something.
Awesome, man. I think you're just jealous.
I'm not jealous. It's just that is not good fashion taste.
Yeah. Hey Jorje, we haven't gotten to my question to you just yet.
Okay, what is the question?
What's the worst thought you ever had, man?
The worst thought?
Yeah.
Oh God. Like, give me an example of like what a bad thought could be. Like killing someone?
That's an option. Yeah.
Mainly just Edmonton drivers.
You wouldn't actually know. What's the worst?
I thought about running someone off the road because they cut me off.
That's the truck speaking, man. We got to put you in a Prius, bro. We got to put you in a Prius. That's just the Toyota Tundra talking to you, man.
No, I thought I really wanted to fight a guy.
4-wheel drive low mentality.
Yeah, because the guy cut me off twice. Brake checked me.
I could never imagine road rage, man. You know what I do? I chill in the right lane, going a couple kilometers an hour under. Just cruising, man.
If you're in the left lane?
Right lane.
Okay, good.
I'm not doing anything. Why? Well, you're not going to get there any faster.
Campers, whenever they do that, sometimes I get the urge just to rear end them, and then it's just...
Jorje, but you're forgetting, that's just like somebody's mom, bro. Like, she doesn't know.
I know. That's why I was like, okay, I contain it. But when I lose my shit, like I did last week, I happened to wear my Apple Watch, and immediately after the interaction, because I intimidated the guy really bad.
Yeah, because you're big and strong.
Yeah, and I think it was the goatee as well and the mullet.
Yeah.
I checked my heart rate as soon as I pulled away. 139.
139.
Yeah, when I drive, I guess it's stressful to me and I don't realize it.
Yeah, because you're driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're so focused on being in that left lane going as fast as you want to.
No.
Even though, I'm going on a rant here. You're not going to get there any faster.
I know. My parents say that all the time. I've changed my driving a lot.
Bro, I will walk you through the math on it. It's actually really disappointing if you go faster.
No, I changed my driving where I'm maybe doing like 2K over. That's it.
2 kilometers over?
Yeah.
Maybe even
I've never heard 2K if I want to. If it's a 100 zone, I'm doing probably 105. Cops won't pull you over for that shit unless the cop's so anal.
More like I never
wanted to punch a cop ever until I got pulled over last summer in May where the guy ticketed me for obviously not wearing a seatbelt. Yeah, I admit to that. But my exhaust, that pissed me off because they're supposed to have a decimal reader to measure, obviously, how loud it is.
Was this on the Chevy?
Yes.
I think the decimal reader...
It wasn't even loud. That's when I fixed my muffler.
I think the... Oh, okay. Because I
got a warning where I live because I was...
From my perspective, Jorje, the decimal reader is his eardrums blowing out, man.
No, I got a warning where I live because I was setting off car alarms, and I thought it was the funnest thing ever.
Bro, I hate you so much, man.
No, I did it to the same truck every time at 2:30 in the morning.
You got it. I would have beheaded you, man.
I was a menace. And the guy finally phoned in, and the cop showed up, and he only gave me a warning, which is good, and then the next week I fixed it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So the worst thought you've ever had in your life is you wanted to run someone off the road?
Pretty much. That's it.
You're a great guy, Jorje.
Violent.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the best thought you've ever had, man?
The best thought?
Actually, screw that. What brings you joy in life? Like, you ever feel that peace in your heart, man?
Honestly, just being left alone and just, people leaving me alone some days.
Are you sure you're not at peace when I sing to you quietly?
No.
Bro, you're lying to yourself. You love my singing, man. You love my singing, bro.
No. I am the Nickelback karaoke champion.
Just the two of us.
Don't. This will get copyright.
Make it if we try.
Copyright.
My voice isn't that good, bro. You think I'm Grover Washington Jr., man?
Yes. No. I have no idea. I know that's the artist.
That's the guy that made that one.
Okay. We'll shift off to that.
You didn't even ask
my other question is for you. Were you born and raised here, or did you immigrate here at a young age?
I was born in Saudi Arabia, and
how is it there?
I left immediately, frankly, so I don't know really. But I was born in Saudi Arabia.
There is awesome. I heard.
They have a lot of. They're all rich as hell, so they'll have Lambos and shit. But
yeah,
I'm gonna give you the birth story from it because it's insane.
Okay.
So I was born in Saudi Arabia. We went back to Egypt, and then I was baptized by the Pope. And
the real Pope?
The real Pope.
Damn, that's crazy.
Not the one you're thinking of, not the Francis guy.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Not Pope Francis.
Get boring. Okay, no, you got baptized by the Pope.
Pope Shenouda.
Yeah.
And then they killed 2 goats on my birth, man.
They killed 2 goats? Did they at least eat it?
Well, I assume they had some. They didn't just kill them and leave them out.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a feast on my birth. I'm so close to being a dictator, man. You don't even know.
Oh, God. You're close to Justin Trudeau now. He's a dictator.
First of all, not a dictator, just a guy, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't pretend I know what that means.
Do you know what a dictator is?
That's what Hitler was.
Yeah, that he was an option, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when people are confused by how menacing my vibe is, it's just, bro, look at the way I was born, man.
Yeah, I want to talk about how menacing you are now, because you have changed so much in the past year.
Yeah.
When you're on, there's a new show called Never Have I Ever comedy show, hosted by Nick McQuick, Lee Palmer, and Graham. I highly suggest you go see that. It's a really fun show. Daniel's won both of them.
Yeah.
The stories that you have, I thought you were just an innocent guy, but I want to talk about women's boxing. That's what you called it.
Listen, I know. You know what I wrote down? I wrote down I went to a boxing class and a white lady named Ebony knocked me down. And then Lee changed it. He was like, a white lady, I used to punch women and call it boxing class. I was like,
that's what it is, boxing class.
Bro, I never said that.
No, but the way he does it makes it sound not you. I thought it'd be like a Wyatt or Liam Connell story.
I thought it sounded so much like me, man.
And I'm like, that's such a Liam thing.
I know.
And then when it was you, I'm like, there's no fucking way.
I know. I don't seem physically aggressive, so it didn't really.
And then what was the other story? Rewarding the kids with candy?
Yeah, listen, the thing about me is I hide in the shadows and I make things happen. You know what I mean? I was born
that just sounds creepy.
Yeah, I was born in darkness and I am mischievous, you know? And I do mischief. I like to hide. I'm like a raccoon, man. My spirit animal is a raccoon for that reason.
I was a menace when I was a kid.
Yeah, you should go back, bro. It's awesome.
Oh,
Just cause chaos and walk away.
I did cause chaos a little bit when I was a kid. I had like ATVs growing up, so that was the first motorized vehicle I had, and I blew up my engine twice.
Yeah.
In the third motor, my dad had to tune it back down,
Yeah.
so I had less power. And whenever he'd be at the kitchen table or in the living room reading the newspaper or watching TV, all he can hear is my ATV throttle down. That's all he can hear.
Yeah.
For like 2 hours, then I come in to gas up, and then I'm out there for another hour.
I'm so happy you're still alive today, man.
Oh my god!
That's because like the rest of us were just like at home playing Minecraft, you know, and you were just dealing with motorized vehicles.
Yeah, I was also playing video games at that age too.
Man, what games you play?
It was on a PlayStation 2, so I was playing Sims, Cars, the Pixar Cars, because they had a video game. They made one.
That's epic, bro.
And my ultimate favorite is Crash Bandicoot.
That's a classic.
That is a good fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally played Minecraft for, I think, 10 years.
Yeah, Minecraft.
And then
I played
that's
Minecraft a fuck ton
kind of zoned out for
when
10
it
years.
came out.
Yeah.
Or a few years later. I think it was like 2010s. That's when I started really playing it.
Yeah, do you still play games, man?
Play games? Yeah, a little bit. I play a little bit less now because I'm
like an
now
adult.
older.
Yeah.
Like today, I was just playing NHL 25.
A real man's game, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm playing Be a Pro, and you can make your own character. And obviously, I'm playing for Edmonton Oilers.
Big man.
Yeah. Won 4 Stanley Cups in a row
Man,
on rookie settings.
That's pretty awesome.
Some days I just imagine myself, if I wasn't in comedy and I stuck with hockey, I could have been drafted.
Good, man. Yeah.
I know. I was good at hockey. I was a good defenseman.
Yeah. You want to know a fun fact about me?
What? You hate sports?
No. I don't watch sports. I don't really hate them. But in high school, and I'll tell you this before I tell you what I did.
Uh-oh.
I was 100 pounds.
100 pounds?
In high school.
Were you like 125 soaking wet?
I assume if you added weight to me, I would have weighted heavier, yes.
Fuck, I think I would.
I played football.
You played football?
Yeah.
100 pounds, you'd be broken in half.
I was a couple times.
I
never broke a bone,
you
though.
in high school and you were right in front of me, I'd fucking tackle the fuck out of you.
First of all,
you'd be injured for the rest of the season.
I was a defensive end, first of all, so I was doing the tackling, brother. And the thing is I think the only edge I ever had was I was so physically unintimidating. They didn't think of the fact that I could wrap my body around their legs.
You wrap your arms around their legs,
essentially,
and
yeah.
then they're just dragging you, kind of.
Because if I went for like the mid, they would just kind of brush me off, bro. Like it's so I
they kind of like flick you.
Yeah, I essentially was tripping people for 4 years because I couldn't do anything else.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
With me with hockey, I was a snap show.
Really?
Even if I got hit,
What's a snap show?
I get angry quickly.
Oh,
I
really?
Snap.
Do you get angry often?
Not as much as I used to, but now sometimes it takes a lot to get me pissed off.
Yeah, I wasn't born with anger, so it's always like a surprising emotion to me.
Yeah, I wasn't born with much anger. I had anger, and then a divorce happened.
That'll do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then shit in high school, I just couldn't control my anger a little bit.
Yeah.
I only won one fight where, excuse me, it was middle school. I think it was grade 8 or grade 9. This kid, Tyler, I don't care if I name drop him. I want to fight him again.
Yeah, fuck Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler. From the Jorje
Tyler
Meets World. Tyler what?
Tyler Y.
All right, now we got him. What did he look like?
He was fucking scrawny.
Bro, you scrawny fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a scrawny fuck. He thought he was all that in a bag of chips.
And the bag of chips?
It's just a saying that I got from my dad. He thinks he's all that in a bag
I
of
thought
chips.
he was just all that, but if you put a bag of chips on top.
Yeah. During recess, when we were outside, and I was with my group of rejects, I guess, my long-haired friend, the type 1 diabetic friend, and the guy we called the frog, just the way his eyes looked.
Yeah, these are your friends, right?
2 of them not. The other one is.
Oh, okay.
Still, I haven't.
The frog?
No, the frog. He's a loser.
What a loser, man.
Yeah, Brandon's a loser.
Brandon Peter?
No, not Brandon Peters. He's a good guy. It's a different Brandon.
I know.
This guy Cody, he fainted one time in class because his blood sugar was too low.
What a pussy, man!
Everyone all gasped, and there's me fucking laughing my ass off in class.
Yeah, honestly,
I got in
I
trouble.
get it, bro. I get it. I laugh at pain too. It's a normal thing.
And then I teased him a lot because of that.
Yeah.
But
wait,
anyways,
he didn't faint because of like a genetic disorder, right? Because then you're just laughing at. Okay.
And so, anyways. During the recess group of rejects, Tyler's behind me on the wall with his
rejects, man.
Group of fucking losers. He was throwing ice chunks at the back of my head. It's just little golf ball sizes or a little bit smaller. Yeah. And my friends could see I'm just getting mad, but I'm trying to hold it just so they don't see a reaction. Then the bell rang. He threw like a softball sized one. Yeah. And hit me right here. The hardest part of the skull. Yeah.
Is that the hardest part of the skull? I thought that was here.
I don't know, but it was
the hardest part of the skull is in the front.
Right around here.
All right. Take your word for it.
My friends saw something that they were trying to stop me.
Saw the beast come out.
Oh, I was angry. I just didn't show it or a reaction. Oh. So anyways, we go in. He threw one more. It was a smaller one and it hit me right in the face. And I always say I planned this mentally because it was so perfect. All the students were on the right. There was some on the left where the lockers were, and he was right in the middle. Right down the middle. I had a clear shot. My friend said, "Don't do this. Don't do this." He was trying to pull me. I said, "Get the fuck off me." I was walking quietly behind him, calmly, and then I was getting closer. I walked up a little bit faster. And then I shoved him from behind, just a cheap shot. He turned over, I got on top of him, and I just started pummeling him.
That's as you should, then.
Yeah, two teachers had to pull me off. Yeah. And then they took him to the bench outside the office first. And then they took me down to the office. And then we were walking down. He was sitting on the bench. The teachers let go of me. I planted my foot in his nuts and I held it there for about 10 seconds.
So, whoa.
I went like this and like that.
Oh, you stomped on his nuts.
I turned my foot.
Yeah.
I was doing that. And he started crying really bad. Then I ran out of school.
Yeah, bro.
I was only suspended for 2 days. It was well worth it.
The week should quiver when a nice guy gets mad, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that was the only fight I won.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of because if I'm getting revenge, man, like you're not gonna see me coming. You know what I mean? I've only ever been in like 2 fights. Otherwise, I get my revenge secretively in the shadows.
Damn, you're Batman.
It's so. I just not even like I'm not Batman. I'm just like a retard raccoon. Like it's just
a retard raccoon.
Yeah, no, because like you could beat a guy up 1 time, or he could lose his wallet 4 times this year. Which
you
would
lost your wallet 4 times?
No. Or you could steal his wallet 4 times, which is so much worse than just,
Yeah. Oh, my God.
5 more minutes? We're kind of having a psychopath conversation, Trish. Give us a second,
man.
Yeah. We're exchanging tactics here. Jorje, what's the most fucked up shit you've ever done to someone?
I ever did to someone? I wouldn't say, well, other than planting my foot in the guy's nuts.
That's,
Oh, when I was in elementary, I remember this, like, it's sort of like a core memory. It just sticks with you.
Yeah.
This will be the last story. It's quick. A couple of my classmates dared me to pop a kid's bike tire.
Aw.
And the kid caught me.
Yeah.
But he saw who I was, but I ran off.
Yeah.
And then the next day I got sent to the office. And I was in school suspension. My mom wasn't picking me up. It was my dad, so I was terrified. Mm-hmm. And he raised his voice at me a little bit. And we were driving home because it was his time for to like see me and my brother.
Yeah.
And we were driving back home, and he saw 2 cop cars just sitting on the side road down a street. And he said, "If you want to be stupid, this is where you'll end up." He pulled to the street. He turned right, and there's 2 cop cars there. And he took me out. He explained everything to the officer. I sat in the back of the cop car for an hour crying. And I look outside the freaking barred windows, My dad and the cop are laughing their ass
Yeah,
off, just shooting the
bro.
shit, and they're pointing at me and laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And then
That's
they
been
finally
hurtful.
opened the door, and the cop said, "Did you learn your lesson?" And I said, "Yes, sir."
Nice.
I did learn my lesson that day.
I don't know, man. You know what? Fuck that cop, too. And who's that last guy, Wyatt?
Wyatt?
The loser from school.
No, not Wyatt.
What was his
No,
name?
I never had a friend named Wyatt other than now. The loser from high school?
Yeah, the one we were
Tyler.
chilling.
Fuck
Yeah,
Tyler.
bro. Tyler and that cop, bro. We're gonna be assaulting you soon.
No.
It's gonna be Georgie with a bat. I'll be watching because I don't personally get my hands dirty, really. But I'll be a part of it.
Your
I
hand's
promise.
bloody.
It's gonna be all Georgie. It's gonna be just his DNA. I promise.
Yeah. Well, all right. I guess we wrap it up now.
Yeah, so-
do you want to plug anything in? Where can they find you?
You find me at Daniel AEM up for Instagram, and you can find my podcast through that, the Windmill podcast. We're doing a lot of promo for the Save the Princess GoFundMe.
Oh yes,
soon,
yes.
which I do have to. Yeah.